Okay, so the story of the Taj Mahal, as best as I can remember, my grandfather and my wife's grandfather, they were basically in business together, in the sense whereby my wife's grandfather, who was Abdurrahman Osman, they called him Butaman, and he bought the Taj Mahal, and from Buddha Ali, which was my uncle, he explained to me that they went to the boatyard out in Woodstock still at the time, where they built the boats, and of the monies that they paid, it was stored that time in the old English currency, shillings, of what they paid to have the boat made. Then my grandfather, which who they called, a lot of them remember him as Ami, and we knew him as Bupa, who's my dad's dad. He was also Ali Fortune. So he skipped the boat for for Abdurrahman Osman, for Butaman Osman. He skipped the boat, and some of his sons, which was Buta Ali, Buta Amin, which we know as Buta Pana, Buta Mana, which was Abdurrahman Fortune, and also of the sons from his first marriage, from not my dad, but my grandfather's first marriage, from his wife's first marriage, second marriage. That was Ami Ain, and then there was Auntie Dija, who's my dad's stepsister. Her husband, which is Baksha's dad, also worked on the boat. So there was a lot of the brothers, the sons, and the son-in-laws that worked on the boat with their dad, and that was the Taj Mahal. As years went by, when I met Conita, to find out that it was her grandfather that owned the boat, and my grandfather worked the boat for her grandfather. So the link and the story that I always say is that our grandparents had arranged for us to get married. Your eldest of the eldest son and the eldest of the eldest daughter will get married one day. So Conita goes with that story, because why said she would never have gotten married to me. I was too much of a brother. Yeah. But coming back to the history, along the way, my father and the other stepbrother, Buta Malik Hussain, they worked on a different boat. They worked for the Klutis. Vincent Kluti worked on his boat, the Sunshine. So they didn't work with their dad, right? So, but somewhere along the line, the Conita, my wife's grandfather, then sold the boat, and the one son, who we know as Putapana, he worked on the we called it that those days. He worked on the long line. He worked on the big boats where they went out fishing in deep sea and that. So Putapana raised the monies, and they wanted to find out who owned the boat, or where the boat had disappeared to. This was the Taj Mahal. And on the farm out in Veldrift is where they found the boat. And Budapana then bought the boat back from that farmer and brought the boat back to Kalk Bay, and hence the fact that then the uncles worked the boat again. Budapana, the Ali was the skipper and the mechanic on the boat. At one point, the Ali, he's got no shipwright qualifications. He's got no engineering qualifications. He took the motor out of, I think on more than one occasion, they took the motor out. He refurbished that motor, and he refurbished that whole hull and everything of the boat. So these were the qualities of the uncles and the qualities of the fishermen of those years gone by, whereby without any engineering or any of those qualities, or any having not studied those, they could take everything apart, put everything back together again, and put it back together even better. You know, so he could tell you those stories. And I remember the one time when he was busy building what we know as the wheelhouse, because in the old days the boats had work from the rudder, and you had the pole that you put in by the rudder, and you controlled it from the outside when you drove these boats. The Budapana has since passed, and his son Ishmael they still own the boat in the Fortune family, and him and his older brother Faisal, they now still have this boat out at sea, and they've since built another boat as well. So they have the two boats within the family, but that's basically the story so far, as best I can, of the Taj Mahal, as to where it came about and where it is now today. All marked in the sense whereby you knew the sunshine, and there was another boat that the Klutis had, and those were just white and green. So you knew exactly what boat belongs to who.